Hello, we're here at Homemade Comforts. I'm Karen, but not that kind of Karen. And I'm going to be roasting a corned beef brisket for our Reuben sandwiches for dinner tonight. Okay, so I have a 5.5 pound corned beef brisket here. You take it out of your package and you're going to want to rinse it off because all that brine it's been soaking in is very, very salty. You can use it if you want, but the first time I ever made a brisket, I went on some advice to use it, and it was a little way too salty for us. Not a little, a way too salty. So you also have your little packet of seasoning that comes in the package with the corned beef. So now after you rinse it off really good, you're going to pat it down just to get the excess water off, which I kind of already did. As you can see, it's thickening a little bit. Because you want your seasonings to stick well. Okay, so now I'm going to make my rub. I have a half a cup of light brown sugar. Use more if you like it a little sweeter. I like to use that to kind of cut down on the saltiness. Then you're going to take your packet that comes with the corned beef. And I use a teaspoon of paprika and a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder. And just give that a good mixing. Actually, I like to use my hands instead. Make sure you get any little clumps of brown sugar broken down. I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to give it a little squirt with mustard. That's, they say, is a binder, helps the seasoning stay on there, the rub. You can use spicy mustard if you like. I prefer the regular because I don't want it too spicy. You're going to give that a good smear all around. Turn that guy over. Give it a good smear, all the sides. Okay. Now you're going to take your seasonings. Just give that a good patting into the meat. You want to get both sides pretty good. Now, if you like, you could put your brisket right in a pan with a little beef broth or chicken broth around it to keep it from drying out, and then cover it. But what I like to do is wrap it in foil. Don't need any broth. It keeps the juices in there. You gotta wrap it nice and tight. So I'm gonna show you this little trick that I do. So I have 2 pieces of foil that are probably about, I don't know, 4 inches longer than your brisket, okay? I do shiny side out, so put the dull sides together and then fold this in just about a 1/2 inch. This is a little trick I taught myself to keep the leakage down to a real minimum. Okay, and you're gonna fold this over that 1/2 inch about 4 times to seal that good. And we're gonna open her up. And take your brisket. Get all that goodness there as much as you can. Okay, right in the middle. And we're just gonna close it up with a nice tight fit. Okay, then I make another one. You could do this however you prefer. I don't know why. I just feel that the shiny side of the foil should be on the outside. I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay. I was thinking of doing it the other way, but that's too short. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna do this backwards now, the other way. Just to have a nice tight seal on that meat and keep all those juices in there. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna put that in the oven that I have preheating to 325 degrees. And this is 5.5 pounds. Rule of thumb is 1 hour for every pound of meat. So this is gonna roast low and slow on 325 for 5.5 hours. Okay, now that our brisket's in the oven, I'd like to share a few things with you. The brisket I'm roasting today is a butcher's cut. You can use point cut, center cut, whatever you like. And that mustard smear, if you don't like mustard, you can use olive oil. Some people use Worcestershire sauce, which I don't like to use because it is salty, and you just rinsed all the salt off the meat. Also, you don't need to use a blend of spices. You can just go with the little packet that comes with the brisket. It's certainly not enough to go around, but you can just rub it into the top and wrap her up. I prefer to use the brown sugar because the sweetness of the sugar counteracts the saltiness in the meat. Do what you like. So our brisket is done, and you want to cut against the grain. Mmm. Looks and smells great. Okay, I think that should be enough for our sandwiches. I'm going to toast some marble rye. We have our Swiss cheese and our sauerkraut here heating up. I'm going to try a little piece of that. You could always shred it if you want. Also. Hey, we're going to make up our sandwiches. Some of us like spicy mustard, like my husband. So this is his here. Oh yeah, that's just falling apart. I'm gonna that chunk. Take a slice there. Ooh, that's hot. That must be my toast. We're gonna put some Swiss cheese in there. And then our heated sauerkraut. Of course, as much or little as you want, or none at all. Like my grandson does not like sauerkraut or the cheese. And don't forget your Thousand Island dressing. Don't have to put mustard on since the corned beef was slathered in that mustard to begin with. Okay, I'm gonna put my Thousand Island. Use some Russian dressing, whatever you want. Typically it is the Thousand Island. Get my sandwich made. Yes, that puppy is hot. Ooh. Looking good. I just want a little cheese. And then our sauerkraut. Yeah, look at that beautiful Reuben. Look at that. Beauty. Bon appetit. Those sandwiches were yummy. Thanks for joining me at Homemade Comforts. Let me know if you tried the recipe, any personal little changes, touches you put in it, and if you liked it. Thanks. Ciao, paisans.